Hello everybody, welcome to another edition of the Sports Block. I'm Travis, and I will be your host today. You may recognize me from being a wanted fugitive for crimes against farm animals, being the sports authority looked to by Jackrabbit faithful, or maybe just from last night at Cubbies. Tonight we have a special guest. Please welcome Dylan of the Southern Illinois Salukis, the Little Dogs. Please welcome Dale Lennon of the Southern Illinois Little Dogs.
Hello Travis. Thanks for having me.
Great to have you, Dale. Tell me, what brings you here to South Dakota?
To tell you the truth, our athletic budget is kind of tight, and the sports block bucks you offered me to come here, well, that will go a long way.
Oh yes, the sports block bucks. Funny story. There was this Bisonville poster by the name of UND Thundering Herd who once got a tattoo of me for 100,000 sports block bucks. Boy was he mad when he found out they were worthless.
They are worthless.
Moving on, here is some more stuff for you lizards to waste your time on and complain about.
You will get more flies with honey than vinegar.
Who said that?
It's me. The Stash. The greatest football mind of all time.
Dale Lennon's mustache talks.
I am not Dale's mustache. He does not own me. I am the master, he is the servant.
Does Dale know about this? He seems to not be here right now.
Listen, Dale not only went to UND, but he also played football for them. He is about as complex as a single-cell amoeba.
Which brings me to my next point. Have you picked up your sports lounge shirts and hoodies yet? What are you waiting for? Go to www.ihatemd.com.
Well, sorry about that. What were you saying?
I was just talking to your stash.
Say what?
Never mind. So Dale, I had brought you here to discuss how I can gain viewers. I really only have 5 to 8 viewers. And I think some of them are only by accident. How do I get more viewers?
This is something I can help with, but it does come with consequences. There is a technique developed at UND where you can create millions of fans. You just start with one UND idiot. UND did it, and then ND. You did it, to fill the stadium in Frisco. We even did it at Southern Illinois so that we could have traveling fans. Trouble was some of the clones trickled onto the field. Before we knew it, a few were calling plays. I think a few even went out on the field during the game. One kept shanking field goals wide right.
So, if I create these clones, would they listen to my show?
Probably not. They might be a little more receptive than your North Dakota audience, though.
I live in Nashville, dude. I couldn't give a flying
Edited.
about anything in North Dakota. Serious.
I could care less how serious you are.
You couldn't care less.
About what?
Anyway, I had been thinking about branching out the show into the Georgia Southern message board. Trans Am Bison has done well there. I am curious, though, are they more akin to internet predators, or just slack-jawed inbreds?
They lose to the Bison in the fourth quarter just like the rest of us.
Well, that about wraps it up for this edition of the Sports Block. Next week we will have Roger Thomas in studio. We will discuss hunting, fishing, and anything else you do after running a whole conference into the ground.
Funny story. We used to play pin the tail on Roger Thomas during halftime in the locker room. Good times. Good times.
If you have enjoyed this show, I invite you to stay tuned in and possibly consider making a financial contribution to our network.
No donation is too big or too small.
It is by the generous support from people like you that makes what we do possible.
Not every fan base is as lucky as the Bison are to have the support and following that they have.
This week we are doing a fun drive to raise money so that next season more Georgia Southern fans can come to Fargo to watch their team lose a record 4th straight semifinal loss. Please folks, give with your heart.
Operators are standing by.